now Friday afternoon and still don't have the trailer back out of the shop. One of the parts they were waiting to come in didn't arrive as planned, so as of noon today they were still waiting for that, and they eventually get that in. Hopefully they got it in sometime this afternoon, or finishing the work up on the trailer. But not upset about it. Had plenty of other things to keep me busy and other tasks that needed to be taken care of. But if you're going to start a trucking business, start your own trucking company as an independent owner operator, or trucking business in any capacity, that's something that you need to take into account too. Things are going to break on trucks and trailers. Things are going to need maintenance and improvements, and there'll be other things that you just want to do to your equipment to just make it better and more to your liking and time. And you can go into a shop and be a good shop, good people you trust, and they, once they start taking stuff apart, they find out that something that you and they thought was going to be a 15-minute or a 2-hour job or a half-a-day job turns into a 2 or 3 day or a week-long job. So it's just a minor inconvenience to us. We plan for these things. It is something you do want to minimize, because you do have real costs associated with having your equipment down. For us, a short day right now in today's market with freight rates where they're at, a short, easy day is a minimum of $500+ in revenue. That's revenue now. Don't get all excited. That's not all profit. That's generated revenue. And more usually for us, it's somewhere between $1,000 to $1,200 per day in lost revenue. So, and that's typically what we target. Our goal right now is to try to generate, on average, $1,000 per day, 5 days per week in gross revenue. And so far, we've been doing that and better, without breaking too much of a sweat to do it. So, if you look at it in those terms, as I said, every day that you lose that you're not running, you're losing an opportunity that you can't go back and get to generate that revenue. And that's, again, somewhere between $500 to $1,200 minimum. Average, like I said, for our target is $1,000 a day. So today's Friday, shut the truck down Tuesday, plan on having it back in service Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So far that's cost us, if you look at it from that perspective, that's cost us about $3,000 in downtime. But again, these are things that we've allowed for and budgeted for and have emergency reserves and savings and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit frustrating, but it's not a crisis. I can tell you, from having helped a lot of people set up trucking businesses and seeing what works and what doesn't work, and seeing what people have done over a lot of years, a lot of people don't understand that things are going to go sideways. That's just trucking. It's just how it happens. And they also, worse than that, they don't have funds set aside to cover that. So they have bills coming in for insurance, they have bills coming in for truck payments, trailer payments, not to mention their personal living expenses and all that. And they either are depleting their savings down to zero, or worse, they don't have any reserves or savings, and they're in immediate crisis mode. So if you want to start a trucking company and start your own trucking business, make sure that you thoroughly understand that despite your best efforts, there's going to be delays that are going to take longer than you want them to, and you're going to need money to carry you through those times. So that, again, if you do it that way, it might be frustrating, it might be irritating, it might be lost opportunity, cost, and that kind of thing, but it's not going to be an absolute crisis. Little sweat bee got in here when I opened the door, so let him out. Still fighting with YouTube, or not YouTube, but technology to get stuff to YouTube. Last video I uploaded yesterday. I think it actually finally got uploaded today in my pickup truck. For just a few minutes video, took a few hours to upload that, so that's obviously not going to be functional. So we're trying to figure out a better way to get things connected. Like I said, we live out in the country, which is a wonderful thing. It's nice and quiet. I'll show you a quick view out the window of my neighbors, as in really aren't any. we do have neighbors, you know, on the other side of the fields and that kind of stuff, but there aren't any immediate houses on either side or in front of us. Along the road I live on, there's probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 homes, if that, in a 5-mile stretch, and most of them are farms, and that's the way I like it. But the frustrating thing about living in a rural area out in the country is the internet issues. Shut the truck off for a minute. I'm gonna leave it off alone because it gets hot in here, but yeah, well, I'll start it back up here in just a minute. But I'm gonna try as hard as I can to try to upload a video every day, at least Monday through Friday, of some type. Might just be me rambling on. Other times it's going to be, you know, covering and showing the loads that we're running and talking about the different things that happen: trailer delays, trailer repairs, truck repairs, you know, all things trucking, and in some of the more interesting places that I seem to get myself into. I wish I had video of a couple of them that I've been to lately, and I'll try to make a conscious effort to get some video of some of these interesting and tight maneuvering places I go into. I was watching another YouTuber the other day. I won't mention his name. I like the guy. He's been around for a long time. One of the primary guys putting out lots of content and stuff, but he was talking about a tight backing situation. And at first I thought he was joking, and then I'm laughing my ass off because if he thinks that's tight, he ought to come and go to some of the places I go on a routine basis, because that looked like he had football fields of room to me. But anyway, it's funny how different people have different perspectives on the same things. But anyway, that's it for the day. We'll see if we can get this thing to upload. Hopefully it can. And I will talk to you again soon tomorrow in the next video. Till then, take care. Be safe.